Greetings, all you minions, Monster Rhymes, and today I just want to take some time to talk about Halo Infinite. So, when you rewind the clock to Halo Infinite multiplayer release, it was very bare bones. Like, there really wasn't a whole lot. The gameplay itself is and was and still is incredibly good. Like in my personal opinion, Halo Infinite is just a very fun game. Like core mechanic wise, it all feels good. It all feels right. So I mean, I'm a big Halo 4 player. I used to play Halo 4 so much, and it was perfection in its heyday. But Halo Infinite has taken over. Also, Halo Reach was also pretty damn fun, but I always have preferred Halo 4 personally when it comes to multiplayer. That's just me personally. Halo 3 is okay. That's just my personal opinion. We all have our differing opinions, and it's okay to have differing opinions. Just reminding you. So, Halo Infinite. When it released, bare bones. There really wasn't a whole lot to it. I mean, there was an okay amount of maps, an okay amount of game modes. You guys are classics, but it felt half baked. It really felt like they should have taken more time and put more effort into it. They just sort of threw it out there. It was a pleasant surprise that it was free, but it just kind of felt a little undercooked. So there was a whole lot of microtransaction bullcrap that was happening, and people were really pissed off, me included. I'm like, you're locking behind so much customization behind microtransactions. Why? Just give me the ODST set. That's me personally. I love the ODST armor. Probably some of my favorite armor in Halo. But even to this day, I can't get it unless I pay for it, which sucks. Maybe one day I'll be able to get it. So that's just basically how Halo Infinite was, and they would release another. They would have another season. They would do events, and it was still fun gameplay, but felt half baked. And then they started to really change things. I don't really know when the turning point was. I want to say the winter operation. I think I kind of stopped playing at that point because my PC refused to run the game at any sort of good frame rate. It was 30 FPS and below. This was before I upgraded my PC. And before this, everything ran flawlessly for me. It was 60 FPS almost all the time. And then they did something in the winter update, and it just tanked my FPS. So I couldn't play it. I was not playing on 30 FPS. It felt awful. And it wasn't stable 30 FPS either. Regardless, when I got back into the game after I upgraded my PC, I'm like, wow, Halo Infinite has changed a lot. And for the better. They added a new rifle, which was the Bandit, and then there's the Bandit Evo, which is basically a watered down DMR. Why doesn't it have 3x zoom like the DMR does in Halo 4 and Halo Infinite? Not Halo Infinite, Halo 4, Halo Reach. I don't know about Halo 5 because fuck Halo 5. Halo 5 is the actual trash Halo game, not Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite is infinitely better than Halo 5. We can all agree with that. But the Bandit's cool and everything, and they added new game modes. Land grab's a lot of fun. It's pretty chaotic, which is good. So they just kept adding things, they kept improving things. There was more armor cores, there was more customization, and nowadays there's a lot of different sort of customization. But that does not stop people from wanting to be a Walmart Master Chief, and I do not understand the appeal of Master Chief's armor. Boring as hell. The character isn't anything super in depth. Maybe he's more in depth in the novels, but I don't really care about Master Chief. I mean, he's cool, he's iconic, but he's not a main character that is super lovable in my opinion, like Dante from Don't May Cry. I don't know, that's just my personal opinion. So, right now, as is, would I say Halo Infinite is worth your time? Absolutely. It is absolutely worth your time. It is seriously a lot of fun. Now, here's some people saying you're just huffing copium or something like that. I'm not. I'm not. I am genuinely enjoying playing Halo Infinite. I've been sinking a lot of time into it now. Just because, man, it really feels like it's finally come into its own. It only took freaking like 2 years or whatever it was. Man, but it really just does feel good to play. It's fun. And that's the most important thing. It is really fun. They have Firefight now, which is pretty fun, and can be freaking difficult too. Could be a good challenge. But what could they add? Well, there's a lot of things that they could add in my personal opinion. Some of these are probably going to be no-brainers, and others are probably going to be slightly controversial. The first one is the DMR. If they just upgrade the Bandit and give it a higher zoom, then it's effectively a DMR. But I still miss the Halo 4 DMR. It was perfection. The way it sounded, the way it felt, just everything about it was perfect. I mean, I'm a big DMR fan, that's just me. Some people only use the battle rifle, and I say those people are boring. And there's also light rifle folks. The light rifle is also sick. If that comes into the game, I'd be happy. Also, where's the Covenant carbine? You know, a rifle like that you'd think the Banished would use. You know, high rate of fire, no recoil, accurate, sort of just all-purpose assault carbine, basically. But no, we have the Pulse carbine. The Pulse carbine is cool as hell. I love the Pulse carbine. It's so fun to use and very satisfying to use. But where is my Covenant carbine? I want it back. I think a lot of people want the carbine back. And the Spartan laser. A lot of people want the Spartan laser. The skewer is cool and fits the Banished perfectly because it's just a brutal weapon. But the Spartan laser was perfect. I think it peaked in Halo 4 personally, just because of how it sounded when it charged up. It sounded like a very bad thing. Anyway, that's just some, you know, guns that you could add. One thing I would love for them to add is a customization thing, where, you know, you have your armor core and everything, but instead of these armor coatings that are preset, make your own armor coatings where you can literally individually color every part of your Spartan, or maybe eventually Elite. I would love playable Elites. I think a lot of people want playable Elites. I think 343 has talked about them. Correct me if I'm wrong. But imagine being able to pick from a color wheel the exact color you want of your Spartan, individual pieces, and different patterns. Maybe even upload your own patterns. Imagine the customization, and not just coatings, armor itself. Like, you can sculpt every little part of your Spartan to be exactly how you want them to be. And also, further along, Elites as well. That would be awesome. That'd be so freaking cool. Halo Infinite would turn into a bit of a fashion show, but who cares? It would literally just be such good customization. I'm not alone on that people would want that, right? Like, dude, I would absolutely adore that. Being able to just spend like hours in the character customization making your Spartan exactly how you want them to be. Sure, they could add more coatings and everything like that, but no, give the players full customization and not half-ass customization where you can only sculpt a few things unless it's like a legendary armor piece or something. Maybe you wouldn't be able to sculpt them very much, but regardless, TLDR, you should be able to customize your Spartan or eventually Elite in any way you want. You can make yourself an absolutely hideous monster of a Spartan, or make something super cool or very pretty. Up to you. And because Halo Infinite doesn't have your Spartans colored red or blue for multiplayer, it's your original colors, you're still going to be able to see all that. And I really love the fact that Halo Infinite does that. Finally, a Halo game does that. Like, why? I swear Halo 4 would have done it, or Halo Reach would have done it, but they didn't. Anyway, I mentioned playable Elites quite a few times. Yes. So, how would they be balanced? Well, one thing would be for them to be basically hunched over maybe a little bit so they're closer to Spartan height, although maybe that could look a little weird because Elites are tall dudes. Like, these guys are like 7 foot plus on average, right? They're big dudes. And a lot of people might be saying, but headshots from the back are going to be difficult. Maybe there's a spot on their back that acts as a headshot. Why not? I mean, but only from the direct back. So it's not like it's, you know, unbalanced or anything. They could figure it out. But playable Elites, I think, would be absolutely super cool. Imagine a cutscene where you have Singhili coming to the academy and saying that we are joining the UNSC, we are going to be fighting alongside the Spartans, we're going to help them out. That would be super freaking cool. Like, it would be such a cool little bit of lore. Because the Elites get along pretty well with humans. And also, fun fact, so do the Jackals and Skirmishers, the Kig-Yar. they get along with humans just fine as well. I think brutes can, but they're kind of psychotic half the time. Anyway, so that'd be awesome. In terms of game modes, I don't really know. I would like Kill Confirmed from Call of Duty, but would that really fit Halo? Maybe. In terms of maps, I don't know. Give us some cool maps. Maybe some like Halo 1 maps would be kind of neat. Not cryo, the cryo station, the cryo chamber, whatever the heck that teleporting nonsense was. Not that. Anything but that. Blood Gulch? Sure, why not? It's iconic. I don't really care for Blood Gulch all that much. I think it's kind of a boring map, but it is iconic. Battle Creek. Give us Battle Creek. Definitely Battle Creek. I would love that. So there's so much that they could add with Halo Infinite, and this is all just off the top of my head. I've thought about quite a lot of it. Oh, also extend the whole being able to sculpt and color your armor to weapons as well. So that would be honestly pretty freaking sick. So that's just my personal opinions on what they should do with Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite, even without all these what if changes that I'm proposing, all these little tweaks here and there, it is absolutely worth playing. It is 100% worth your time. If you're a Halo fan, Halo Infinite is seriously a lot of fun, and I have absolutely no trouble finding games on basically every single game mode I try. I mostly play Squad Battle, which is 8v8. Squad Battle's fun. It is so good. Big Team Battle is crazy, but here's one more thing. This is going to probably be very controversial. Some people might not like this, but imagine 32 v 32, full-blown war. They could call it that too, full-blown war, on like custom maps that are big, like much bigger than the Big Team Battle maps, or on the Big Team Battle maps, because I do think they're big enough for this, some of them at least. That would be utter anarchy. Holy crap, there would be so much going on. Maybe it'd be a bit much, but I think it'd be kind of fun. I know some people are also going to say, well, if they add playable elites, how about have them restricted to their own game modes? Sure, that's a way to balance it, but that's kind of a lame way to balance it. I don't know. But, you know, there's so much that they could do with it, and I want to know y'all's opinions if I get any comments on this video. I very rarely get comments, which I hate. Leave a comment. What do y'all think about this, all these proposed updates to Halo Infinite, things that they could add, and all that stuff? I think all of them sound like good ideas. Maybe not 32v32, but maybe something similar where you have maybe 20v20. Maybe that'd be a good size. That'd be quite a lot of players. 40 in total. But Halo Infinite is really fun. It is a very fun game. Some people will say it's not a Halo game. Then what is it? What are you comparing it to? It's very clearly Halo. It's not Gears of War. It's not Call of Duty. It's not Battlefield. It's still Halo. I guess there's just a lot of people that want only, like, you know, they want Halo 3 back. Maybe one day we'll get Halo 3 remastered, and I'd be okay with it, but Halo 3 is really not my thing. I know a lot of people have a lot of nostalgia for Halo 2 and Halo 3 especially, because it was just like such a big part of multiplayer history in terms of games, but I don't really care for Halo 2 or Halo 3. Sure, they're fine. They're fine games. They're just not really for me. I much prefer Halo Infinite, Halo 4, and Halo Reach if I'm going to play any Halo games. I know, very blasphemous. How dare I call myself a Halo fan, even though I've been a Halo fan since 2003. Yeah, I've been a Halo fan ever since Halo has been a thing. Good God, I'm old. Anyway, ramble, rant, bullcrap aside, let me know what you think of these what-if changes that they could do to Halo Infinite. It is worth playing. It's a lot of fun. I'll never understand people that want to be a Walmart Master Chief. Why? Why do you want to copy the most boring armor set in gaming history? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and remember, in Trophy, we trust.